As the number of mass shootings in the U.S. continues to rise, so does the amount of active shooter drills in schools. 95% of schools have protocols in place and conduct drills periodically throughout the year. News Channel 6's Kim Vickers joining us live this morning in the studio. Kim, it's good to be prepared, but how can this affect the kids?
Well, Barkley, with the continued increase in these school shootings, it's vital that schools have a plan of action in place in case of an active shooter. But studies show that some kids are reporting an increase in anxiety and depression after a drill.
Younger kids actually thinking that this drill is actually real active shooter.
There have been more than 20 school shootings in the U.S. since January 1st, the most deadly happening at the Covenant School in Nashville, where 6 students were killed. Dr. Dale Peoples, a child psychiatrist at Augusta University, says these shootings and the measures to prepare school staff and students is hard on kids' mental health.
Whenever these unfortunate events come into people's awareness, when there is another school shooting, then it's pretty common that I'm talking to kids, talking to families, and it is an immediate concern.
A recent study shows that after an active shooter drill, students report a 42% increase in anxiety and a 39% increase in depression. Dr. Peoples tells me that older kids are not as affected by the active shooter drills themselves.
I think it's because even those actual events aren't happening in their schools, they're still kind of having experiences with kind of the threats. People on social media are posting things that either are meant as a threat or get interpreted as a threat.
While teens aren't as worried, younger kids are more frightened when they experience active shooter drills.
Their ability to differentiate, is this real, is this pretend, that's limited. Also, their ability to really understand that this is preparing for an unlikely event.
While students are experiencing some stress, anxiety, and depression relating to active shooter drills, Dr. Peoples says there is some good news.
That said, there's not really evidence that this is doing long-term damage to most kids.
Now, Dr. Peoples also tells me that student anxiety because of active shooter drills can be decreased. Best practices advise schools to get parental permission and allow students to opt out if necessary. Barkley?
All right, Kim, thanks.